you get this double-double. Straight to your bubble. In this game because I love the trouble. So watch your tone.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, and his first look is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So now the Bengals get ready for their first drive. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 43-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And now Jackson will look to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
That's a big league job there, getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are going to take a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 129 yards, and he threw a touchdown in there for good measure.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go on 2nd and 12. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to pump the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium, because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
56. 56 right there. 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Miami set to take over.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now they'll try the jet sweep here. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
set up a throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, and he has a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points. And
this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there just before halftime.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Try to get in.
zone. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback in the final seconds of the first half, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this over the middle, deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off at about the 31.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They fell last week to Cleveland, but they're on top here as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now here's a throw that's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Jackson now. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Lamar Jackson, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a dump off here complete.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They're going to look to throw. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 35.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
taken at about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Jackson. Looking downfield for Godwin. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
One of the selling points of the end route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And just like that, it's third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off with great anticipation, and the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go on offense, out come the Bengals. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. He's got room to run past the 20. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. 2nd half with the... And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 46. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll drop to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Back to throw here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. He'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bengals, they're good.